Hi guys. I am so excited to play with this. I did a previous video. Note that this one's a little bit dirty. These are Crayola Crayon Makers. Do you get that? Crayola Crayon Makers. So, what am I going to do? I have Hello Lot crayons, 2 crayon makers, the old style, the new style. This one's been used once in its entire existence out of the box. This is directly out of the box. So first, let's do a tiny comparison before we start off. So this one comes with this lovely tray that you install yourself, and underneath where you need a screwdriver. Not that it says you need a screwdriver when you buy it, but when you're there, you need to put in a light bulb.
What are you doing right now?
Alright, so I'm screwing it in, because it's not that hard to screw things, if you know what you're doing. Alright, so this, oh, see, it clicked in perfectly. Now we use our perfect tool for the job.
Screw it back in.
And screw it back in. Hey, look at my wonderful children. I know how to screw things in.
Daddy is the best because he never bites things. Sometimes he doesn't hurt himself. But he does.
Sometimes.
Yes, because sometimes he actually hurts himself.
Alright, so that's about screwed in enough. We're good. This goes, so this goes here, and then like that.
This one, the newer one, thank you God, has no such thing. It does all the assembly for you. There's no reason that that should have to be something to worry about. But you know, I'm just talking. Next, what do the actual crayon holders look like? You know, the molds. I'm going to open this one. Does it have a lock? Am I forgetting? Oh, yes, there it is. Because inside these holders that go in are, these things that will hold the crayons, like, once they're molten. So this one, as you can see, they're upright. And this one's the old school one. A little bit harder to find, but I found it first. But while I had already ordered this, and then I meant to give it back and just, enjoy this one, but I just didn't get it back on time, so it gets to be mine. Not a cheap mistake, but also not the worst mistake to make. Alright, I'm just fighting this. I'm going to win. For the win. Alright, so what does it look like for the other ones? These ones, as you can see in the updated version, they, they're going to be like horizontal versus the vertical. Now they claim that this one is a huge improvement to the last model. I guess we'll get to see. We will. I'm sorry, my chair is a little bit high, but if I put the camera anywhere, it's gonna take away from me being able to see the grand show. I'm nowhere near as important as this. But this new one also comes with another mold, and on top of that, you can buy other molds to put in. I spent way more than I should have already on just the melters. So maybe at a later point I'll be more inclined. But right now I'm just looking to enjoy. But look at this. With this one, you get also, and I'm going to take this one out anyway, you can make rings. Crayon rings. Now I don't know, this is just a take on my part of it, whether or not I'd be as interested in wearing a ring made of crayon. But that's a personal thing. Tell me in the comments if you have ever so longed for a ring. So I'm just putting the other crayon one in. If you've ever so longed to have a ring made out of crayon. Like, who am I to have such opinions? I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Wow, that was lame, but oh, for the sake of fun, right? So, the next challenge is going to be, oh, I should also tell you, there's different things in how it's written up as far as the warnings. I can't really show you that. I guess I could. Why not? On this one, it says, hot, do not touch. Who would have thought? And inside it suggests that molten wax is not a good idea to touch. Who knew? Whereas on the old school one, and I'm gathering there was much to be said by, lawsuits. I hope you guys can read it. If it says, attention, warm surfaces. Well, it's possible in, back in the days when this was originally produced, it never occurred to anyone that someone would think, molten wax, let me have some of that. How can I get me some of that sweet, sweet molten wax on my hands? But, that's all judgy. So anyways, moving it open to install the first of them. This one, just from having used it once before, I know. This one is going to be a little bit more of an adventure. Oh, that is pretty open, pretty obvious. And I better close that piece. Oh, that could not have been easier. All right. Already seeing that the new one is far easier on just a few levels I've already just spoken here. Yeah. First, I'm going to fill this one. Let's just take a handful of whatever colors. So I went and derobed a bunch of crayons. So anyways, going to break them up, a bunch of them. Doesn't say how much to use in either instructions. I did bother reading those. All right. Just break them up. See how they go. Black. That was sooner than that. A little bit. It's going to be contained within that. So first things first, they both have on switches. All right, this one is for setting the time, and yes, this one also sets the time. See if I can get you a better angle on that.
It's melting! It's melting! Watching it melt, just so mesmerizing. Also fun to watch them melt. They're really done.
Hey, so now that they're done, I've opened the lids. Take a look at what fruit have been cleaned. Like it went in. Oh, there it is. There it is. Like they still need to cool, but I don't know. Those look kind of neat. The colors only seem to have somewhat matched. We'll know for sure once. We'll know for sure once we have a chance to get them out. But I'm just see how these ones look. I have taken things out of the freezer. Well, yeah, that was just a faster way to do this. I almost feel like this is a jazz hands moment. Okay. Do you hear that? So this is what we've come out with. Obviously, mistakes were made. But it looks like I should get 2 crayons out of this. Look, this came out. It's actually kind of good. This is from the old one, the old model. All right. actually pretty darn cool. I kind of like that it's attached, so for the moment, leave that. Okay, this one's completely hollow. Again, mistakes were made. This one's hollow, but nowhere near as bad. Yes, my pretty. And I like how in this one too, it's all these mixed colors. Does that not like look great? I love it. And here is for the newer version. Already it looks like it held together better. Okay, it says let's do a pretty girl. There we go. It doesn't want to come out at all. There we go. So this one, right away, it's coming apart easily. But it made a try-on. It's a crayon that, let's just go see if I can even take it apart without breaking it. Because that would be a big flaw in the plan if... So really what we're coming out with, difference between, let's see, and it came apart. Woohoo! What? That actually looks pretty good. Look what happened. It's so sad. But I guess we get to see what's like happening inside as well by doing that. Get to see all the insides. Now the colors, even on the inside, have not really melded. So, are they perfectly round? No. But that's okay. For the mere cost of 20 likes. That's all I'm going to need. 20 likes. I can do a whole ASMR melty video. Because it is pretty darn cool. Like and subscribe. And I hope you had as much fun as I did. Bye. This is years worth of crayon accumulation.
I don't know anybody else who would actually save the crayons.
Yeah.